Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Airstreamers, where you never know what stream will ride or how many muskrats we're going to have in the room with us.
I mean, we have all of the muskrats.
We don't, but close to all. Look who's behind us. We have Raisin right over here, and he's just chilling on his little memory foam pad. And then we have Tater Tot, which is Tater Tot Day on Muskrat Nation.
They're liking the new beds that I got.
They love it. Look at Tater Tot. Look at his paw.
These little memory foam beds.
I can't. So cute. So hello, everyone, and thank you for being here.
Hey, Leanne. Hey, Heidi.
Hello. And
Mozzie. Everybody's here. The gang's all here. Cotton Candy's joining us again tonight. Welcome.
there is, someone just said, I want to make sure I see it, is that something about Amazon Prime being a B, and I missed it. Prime is being a B and not renewing. Oh, yes, that is very much Prime, for sure. We have Muskrat Love. Chris, can you give it to Tater Tot?
Aw, he deserves it. Look at how tired he is from all of the muskrat cams in his face all day. Hey, Leah.
Aw, look at his little teeth. I can't. So cute.
That picture of him,
Which?
that Beth posted years ago.
Oh, right. The one with the
his
cast. Yes.
That just sucked me in, and I was like, oh my God, we need to have him.
So tonight we're going to talk a little bit about our experiences with some of the muskrats and, celebrate Muskrat Appreciation Week over on Airstreamer. I'm sorry. There's too much going on. Over on Muskrat Nation. I'm sure all of you are following, but I'm not sure who's watching. But if you're not, you should follow Muskrat Nation at Muskrat Nation. Hey, Adventures Fanatic on Instagram. That's where you can see all of our 7 little kitties called muskrats. And
Oh my God, Bella's here.
hey, Bella. And we are celebrating each one of them all week. So today was Tater Tots Day, which is right behind me on my right. Or no, wait. On this shoulder. And
Oh my God,
tomorrow,
Oreo.
we don't actually know who tomorrow is. We are making it random. A lot of people have asked how we're picking each week or each day. And we are assigning a muskrat to each one of them. And a muskrat. Wait, what did I say? We're assigning a number to each of the muskrats. And thanks, Leah, for resubscribing.
Thanks, Leah. I can't believe that we've been affiliates for 6 months
I know,
now,
it's insane.
that we can have people who've had subscriptions for that
For
long.
6 months, yeah. And so tomorrow I'm going to ask Siri to pick a number from 1 to 5, and then we'll see who gets to be the muskrat of the day. But for today, it was Tater Tot, and Tater Tot is super special, and he's just a wonderful little kitty. We'll talk more about him. And then we'll have our, regular old flow. I'm super excited for Chris's patch tonight. I can't even. It's like the best. We have a lot to talk about with that.
This patch is like the bane of my existence right now, only because I'm not gonna talk about it too much right now because I have a lot.
You have to wait till your segment. Excuse me.
But it was work. This patch was a lot of work, and I'm excited to show it. Look, I added the "You Can Do Hard Things" patch to my patch board, so now I make a patch, but I'm also very conscious of making a second patch because I need it for my patch board.
You can always just do the whole thing with, like others have said, which is just use one of the lead up patches.
Yeah, I know, but then it's kind of like, is that really the patch? I don't think so. It's like an internal struggle. I've had this because I keep all of the ones that I go through, like my progression. And
that's like a Theseus question or Theseus philosophy conversation.
Yeah, like how many pieces of the boat do I need to replace before it's not the patch anymore?
Like if you replace each thread one at a time over the course of time, is it even the patch anymore?
No, I would argue no.
What movie is that from?
I think probably one of the Marvel movies.
Yeah, it's a Marvel movie, but I feel like it was a TV show. Was it? Oh, it was WandaVision.
Yeah.
Which, speaking of, today
Oh my God, we're just going full circle on
I know.
everything tonight.
It's amazing.
Jeez.
We just finished recording our podcast, and yes, the boat dilemma. We just finished recording our podcast right before this, and the episode should publish hopefully in the next few days. But one of the discussion points was about the Emmys, and the Emmy nominations today were revealed that Disney Plus had 71 nominations. That's bonkers for a brand new streaming service for that to happen. Thanks, Little Red Plus Kitties.
Oh, Little Red, welcome again. Thanks for joining us.
And so 23 Emmy nominations for WandaVision, but 71 for all of Disney Plus, which included also 24 for The Mandalorian and 5 for The Falcon and the Winter Soldier. So props to Disney and Disney Plus for doing what they're doing. They are doing some good stuff. Oh, Dad, that's so sweet. You know that there are Twitch awards at the end of the year. And one of the things that I actually did before we started streaming, and I didn't even really use Twitch too much, I got an alert on all the video game channels that I follow that there were Twitch awards. And this one Twitch channel that we follow called Deere, Deere, was picked as the, what was it called? Like
They were like the representative of the LGBT.
Yeah, they won like an LGBTQ award for streaming, right? And so I'm like, oh, I didn't even know they have awards. I didn't even know anything about this. And so I started following Deere, and Deere's a drag queen, and her makeup is just phenomenal. Oh my God, it's so good. And one thing led to another, and then here we are. So, and yes, mad props to MJ Rodriguez for her first Emmy nomination.
Well deserved, though. I mean,
well deserved.
Pose is just a ridiculous.
We need to
show.
finish
So
this
good.
season. Thanks, Doggy Pack.
Wait, I want to also just address a comment that Chrissy had as a fellow crafting aficionado. She said you can't have a rough draft of a patch hanging up on the final board. And
Oh,
I
you know
think
what? As you were just saying that, Chris, I thought that you were going to say that Chrissy said there's no such thing as a rough patch. They're all perfect. But then it's actually the other way.
Yeah, no. Chrissy knows that progress needs to, you need to have progress, and that it's okay to have mistakes to get to the final version.
Hey, Meg, and
Meg made it tonight without getting, or because she got harassed by Heidi this afternoon.
And
Alana.
Thank you all for being here. Chris said practice makes perfect. And
Exactly. Look, if I didn't have all of those mess ups, I wouldn't have the good patches.
Also, Lil Red Plus Kitten said, thanks, I love this fam. That is so sweet. I mean, it's just so heartwarming that you were able to feel so comfortable moments of just being here. I think it's phenomenal.
Aaron, honestly, I think you fit right in here. So
and like
welcome,
right into the Discord, just everyone is all just the family is wonderful. The whole family is wonderful. And
Alana, you were harassing. I thought I saw a message earlier.
That was from Bella.
From Bella saying that she was being harassed by Heidi and
no,
Alana.
I said hi, Mega Meg.
Oh,
that's what I heard you say that, and I thought I actually missed something. That's what I.
Sorry,
I'm
crossing Megs here.
Crossing streams. Do you know what that's from?
Yeah, Ghostbusters.
Yeah, good job. Also, by the way, I'm a cross stitch B minus the B.
Oh, really?
Red plus. That's so funny.
Oh my God, Aaron.
Thanks, Jody.
In the last 3 months, I have just totally eaten up embroidery. I absolutely love it. I think it's so much fun. I don't have hand-eye coordination, so I don't know that I can do the cross stitch or the hand sewing. But I can operate a machine because it's technology like a beast. And so I have a blast doing it, and it's a ton of fun.
That's so funny. You know what Beth Stern likes to say? They're imperfectly. No, I think it's they're perfectly imperfect, right? Because the first part of it is what it ultimately is. In that they're perfect, right?
Yeah, I mean, it could be it could be either way.
No, I don't think, because imperfectly perfect means that they are not perfect. That sounds so weird to say it out loud. Imperfectly perfect. Anyway, discussing the marathon, but you can run a marathon, Chris, said Leanne.
Listen,
hi,
Leanne,
Rife, happy Tuesday to you too.
I'm still unpacking that. I need to do like a trial run with Bex or something. So Leanne sent me on Peloton. They have like a simulation to see what it's like to run the marathon. So my fear is that it's going to just be hours and hours of pain and misery.
Well, it won't be hours and hours and hours. Like in theory, you should be done in like 2 to 3 hours.
No, I don't think so. I think it's like 4 hours.
No.
I think so.
Okay.
Because it's like 26 miles.
Yeah, and if you're doing 3 miles in what, 20 minutes?
Yeah.
Or like 25 minutes?
I don't know. The whole thing scares me. But
I'm stressing you out.
Yeah, 3 to 4 hours. I think I just want to, my thing is we're going on vacation in like a week now. Mm-hmm. We're going up to Acadia in Maine to camp. We'll probably stream from there, assuming that there's internet in Maine, if we can get a signal.
Yeah, that's going to be like a hit or miss, just FYI. Like I have no idea how that's going to work. Yeah, Imposter Steve, I said it out loud and I realized he does not do 3 miles in 20 minutes. That's
yeah, I mean, my fastest that I do is I've done a 7-minute mile. That's my fastest so far.
Adventurous Fanatics that I don't know, random cat. We need to get a muskrat, so I'll do that.
Like a 9-minute mile is my average pace now, and I'll do like some. I don't ever run flat. I always run an incline on the tread, but it's a very different beast running outside, and I don't have much experience doing that. So I want to go to Acadia, live my trashy life, and eat all the awful food, and not exercise as much as I would when I'm not on vacation, and then come back from that and see, am I a true dumpster fire of a person?
Oh, that's a good sort of thing to look for.
And if I've totally fallen off the wagon and I can't put one foot in front of the other on the treadmill, then I don't think this year has a marathon in the running. If I come back and I'm like, wow, I've rested and I feel really good now, then maybe I'll do it. But I also want to fit in that 60-minute
Thanks
simulation
for following.
run.
Pablo is something. I didn't see what it was. Pablo is a cool kid. Thanks for following.
Pablo is a cool kid. Welcome. So yeah, we'll figure it out.
So as in he's going to do it. Did you ever watch the episode of How I Met Your Mother when Neil Patrick Harris just kept running with no practice and got stuck going around the subway? No, but that's so funny. I used to watch that show and I actually never finished. Other things came up, which I think were predominantly school. Like I went back to school at some point, and I think it was around the time where I had watched that. And so I never got to finish it. But Neil Patrick Harris cracks me up.
Wait,
he is very sexy.
That reminds me of, where did that come from with Doogie Howser? I mean, because
he was a child.
Yeah, well, he was a child, and then he, I know, but he like went away for a very long time and then like had a glow up and then just reappeared. Because I feel like he didn't do much for many years, and then all of a sudden it's like, hey, Doogie Howser is back, and he's like,
yeah, you know where he went? He went to like the gay island, also known as Fire Island, and he probably found himself and did what all gays do at some point in their midlife crisis, which is like exercise and binge drink. Isn't that what everyone does? So
speaking of kind of running around the subway, do you remember that time that
82 viewers said beach, please? That's weird because on ours, I don't see that number, but that's cool. He does not age, Jody, either, for sure.
He doesn't age. He is like J-Lo, but like gay and a man.
And white.
Yeah.
So exactly the same as J-Lo.
Who else doesn't age? I think Betty White, does she not age?
She aged a lot.
She aged, but she's still living her best life.
Jen said he described my brother who is gay to a T. See, I'm not wrong. Also,
Jen, I mean, we're living. Oh, yeah. Ryan Seacrest does not age either.
I also feel up until 5 years ago, I used to think Hugh Jackman doesn't age, but he's kind of started to age. And, it's a natural part of living. We're all going to age at some point and die and turn into bone dust. But like he, for the first time recently, I felt like he's aged. And yes, Paul Rudd, both Imposter Steve and wife said Paul Rudd. Thanks, Lil Red.
Just going back, because I want to just complete this story about running around the subway. The time that we were preparing for the bike ride from Boston to New York for Cycle for the Cause, and we went to the first training ride.
Rob Lowe as well. Yes, for sure.
And when we were just riding, we started around Central Park. It's a 6-mile loop. And we just...
Oh, God, this story.
I just kept going around because I thought that's what I was supposed to do. And we didn't have breakfast. I didn't have coffee because we were running late getting into the city. And then it was like we had done like 40 miles or something. And at this point, we were not trained cyclists.
No.
This was like we had Huffies in the garage.
Chris.
And we just got our bikes and we decided we were going to do this training ride. And I, in my mind, was convincing myself, if I was going to do the 275 miles from Boston to New York, I had to be successful in this first training ride.
Which is important for sure. But this was when like a personification, that word, which means like some part of you that's not really a person or whatever, comes out and becomes a person. So in this moment, it wasn't Chris who was riding anymore. It was his stubborn trait, his stubborn personality trait that was what was driving the bike and pushing the pedals. It was not Chris. Well, Jody said the best thing ever. We all eventually have to find our true goal, which is the corpse hole. That is brilliant. Brilliant.
Bringing it all together, Jody.
But anyway, Chris did it, and
I did it, and my legs were never so sore. Or the next 2 days, I couldn't walk, but I did it.
That was a rough go around for us. I'm surprised that we all sort of, did that. Do you all happen to know a gal in Hairspray that was on Broadway? Personally, I do not.
But I would love to know her.
But if you're talking about Nikki Blonsky was Nikki Blonsky was, what's her face? Oh my God, what's her name on the show? She sings Good Morning Baltimore.
Tina Turnblad.
Yes. Tina? Tracy.
I was so proud of myself.
I can't.
Yeah,
yes.
Ricky Lake was the first one, I think, right?
Yeah, she was the original John Waters version. And then they made that movie, which included Divine, a very famous and important drag queen, into a Broadway show, which was Nikki Blonsky as Tracy Turnblad, not Tina Turn.
I said Tina
Turnblad.
It kind of flows. It sounds like somebody.
Oh, that's sweet cotton candy. Someone recently asked me in the Muskrat Appreciation Week, a lot of comments are coming in, and I'm just looking through them and trying to sort through them. And someone asked, what kind of face lotion do we use? Because we don't have any lines. And I was like, oh, that's sweet that you think that, but I do.
Oh, really? I don't use any face lotion. I wash my face.
Well, that's what face wash, not face lotion. Sorry.
Oh, face wash. I use like a Neutrogena.
Yeah, that's what I was asking.
The bar of soap from Neutrogena. That's all that I use.
Lil Red said, no, her friend, when I went to follow you on Insta, I saw she was already following you. Who is it? Let us know, because I'm curious. Is it the person Grossman?
Oh, Grossy Josie. Or no, yeah. Grossy Josie. I'm just like, say a word, I'll latch onto it, and I'll say something.
Or gross, I don't know. We'll figure it out.
No, I know who,
we'll figure it out. Lil Red will let us know.
But we follow her too, and she's really a great person.
No,
if it's the
Nikki.
person.
Nikki Blonsky is following Muskrat Nation. I can't process that, if that's true. How did I not even know that? That's bonkers, if that's the case. Like, we need to become BFF with Nikki Blonsky, if that's happening. So,
I'm just looking, and I don't know how to...
we'll look at it later. Don't worry about it. Not a big deal. I mean, except that it's like a huge deal.
The biggest
freaking
deal
out right now. Yeah. Tina Turner is making the rounds on morning TV.
Tina Turner, what is she doing? Like that?
Oh, a different last name, so it's not her. But that's cool, though. So I'm a little thrown off right now because I thought Nikki Blonsky was following us, and now I'm overclamped. Is that it?
No, I think we decided that was wrong.
Verklempt. So what were we gonna do?
Well, we could go to Crafticam because I'm gonna need a solid like hour to discuss this pattern.
Let's do it.
So, is it happening?
It's happening. Let's do it. Yeah, verklempt, Steve.
Let me detach.
All right.
Oh wait, why is I don't know that this is gonna work tonight.
Why?
Oh crap.
What did you do?
Because I'm on a different network now.
I don't know how to help you.
No. Oh my god.
Can you just make adjustments?
No,
and
you're on a
change it?
different network right now because of the whole issue with the network.
So can't you just become Muskrat RV for that?
No, it's a straight shot to
It's like
the
a
cable.
third network?
Mm-hmm.
Jesus.
Until tomorrow.
Oh my God. Well, there you go.
Oh no. Okay, well, I can show it according to... We'll do it live and I'll just show it to you.
This.
Yeah, I'll show it the old-fashioned way, not the fancy way. It's all good. We'll figure it out. Okay,
True,
so...
No, we're not. It's
but
done.
I still would like
dumpster
my
fire.
music, Elias. Excuse me.
I'm sorry. I didn't even realize we're doing it. Okay, go.
On a scale of 1 to Charmin, how soft is Eloise's fur? Honestly, it's like a very soft fur, but I feel like it's got little needles on it.
Yeah,
like it's like a little bit
rough,
coarse, but
Yeah.
it's still very, very soft.
Needles feeling.
Okay, so in true dumpster fire situations here on Airstreamers, I would have shown you this in detail. And what I'll do is I'll probably revisit some of these up close on the next stream. But the patch for tonight is based off of something that Cleo, Elias's mom, inspired me to make. And it says, "Got them shrimp eyes." And it's a little shrimp in the middle.
Move it over to cover your face. There you go.
Is it catching?
Yeah, now you just have to keep it there.
So it's got bloodshot eyes. They're huge. And it's a little shrimp in the middle. And it's got little like feet at the bottom. This took a lot to make. So I made this patch. And I went through so many iterations of this. For those of you who are just joining us for the first time, quick backstory on this patch.
Can I tell the story?
Yeah.
So my mom, when we were younger, she yelled at us because me, my brother, and my 3 cousins only played video games, specifically Sonic for the Master System, for 9-10 hours in the day, and we were on vacation, and she was really mad at us until she finally screamed at us and in Greek said "Garida stamatia," like stop playing because garida stamatia, which means shrimp eyes, like you're gonna get shrimp eyes. And we were all laughing because we were like, what is a shrimp eye? This is Bizarro World. So then now fast forward 30 or so years later, and Chris now turned it into a patch. I sent it to my mom and she lost her mind.
So yeah, I mean, basically this could be applied to anything, I think. Anything that you sort of have so much devoted focus to for hours that you kind of glaze over, you can say that you got shrimp eyes. So Even if you're not a gamer, I think this patch still applies.
Oh, it could be for anything. Like you read a book for too long, shrimp eyes, you like watch Netflix. It shouldn't say Netflix anymore. Like Netflix shouldn't say, are you still there? It should say like, oh, do you have shrimp eyes? Should we stop? You know, that's what it should say.
Leslie is saying that her mom is asking for this patch. Well, that would be amazing if this makes it to your...
Thanks, Lil Red.
Thanks, Aaron. Makes it to your jean jacket.
Shrimp eyes and chill.
Okay, so I have sheets of patches that I've practiced
Yeah, it
on.
does include work too, unfortunately, because like if you're sitting in front of an Excel spreadsheet for like 45 hours, like you'll get shrimp eyes. Or if you're coding for a long time like Chris does, or if you are...
But
I don't know.
I mean, it's like we can define what shrimp eyes is. So maybe it's when you're doing a fun thing for a very long time. Like making the shrimp. I mean, honestly, this is an Inception patch, because making the shrimp eyes patch
gave you shrimp eyes.
Shrimp eyes.
Yeah, for sure.
Let me just show you folks. These are the samples that I ran trying to get it right before I actually decided on, yes, okay, I did this okay.
Wait, I have a question before you go. Deb said jean jackets are on sale at Old Navy in case anyone needs one for their patches. I have a question for you because I'm considering this. Is it possible that you put patches on my jean jacket? Like if I want to buy a jean jacket specific to my the patches.
Yeah, I mean, I could sew the set. So typically how I end the patch, I make them adhesive so that you don't have to sew. So you just peel this off and you can stick them anywhere. But this outer border that I have here is called the Satin Stitch that I do on all the patches. And realistically, I could like do everything, cut it out, then do the Satin Stitch right on.
I thought you meant like, well, I'm the master of this and I can do anything.
I could do just the detailed work and then do the simple satin stitch, like cut it out, do the simple satin stitch onto the fabric that you have, and then it would be sewed on.
You know, it's just something I can't process, that so many of you are providing different reasons why you might get shrimp eyes. Lil Red said cross stitch gives you shrimp eyes, also computer staring. Jody said that Microsoft Access 14-hour days gives shrimp eyes. And I think what blows my mind is that my mom 30 years ago could have never predicted this would be the conversation that we're having right now with all of you internet friends from all over the world.
Yeah, so you could also take the patches that come and then just stitch them on around, what you already have.
That's what I was saying. Like, instead of just putting it on with the glue or whatever, with the sticker part, like I would love a jean jacket where the back portion is all your patches.
Yeah, I mean, on the back portion, it's easy because it's flat fabric. So that would be
okay.
I could do that.
All right.
But listen, I mean, you have to pay me for that.
Excuse me.
So I'm going to probably not go in super detail about these, but some of them are actually pretty funny. A lot of the decisions that I made were on like patterns for the stitching so that it looked like, if you look at this one, there's like patterns that make it look a little bit like a shell on the shrimp. So I just wanted to get the patterns right. And then more importantly, the eyes were really difficult in this one because of course it's shrimp eyes. So the first things that your eyes go to are the eyes of the shrimp.
Yeah.
And so I really wanted to get them right. So what I did was on the first patch here, I did a lighter border, but I also did a different font and I felt like it was kind of difficult to read. The eyes didn't have the bloodshot or the veins in them yet. So then I went to this one and I thought, oh, I'll be clever and I'll just use the red and white variable thread that I have. And I got this monster that came out, which is, if you see, it transitioned halfway through, and it literally looks like you got socked in the eye. It's so bad.
Oh my God.
And then because I forgot that I had made the white continue on to got them shrimp eyes in the text, that horror of a mess just continued on through all of the text. Then I went to this one where I decided to change the font, and then I made the actual like bloodshot eyes.
While you're doing this, I'm going to get a muskrat.
Okay. But the eyes got like sunken in a little bit because I stitched too much in one area. So then I cleaned that up on the one to your right. Then I came down to this one, and the eyes were still like not really what I was happy with. So I came over to this one where I fixed the bloodshot, I fixed the eyes, I put like a satin stitch around the pupil, which cleaned it up. And then the last one was this one, which is where I put a black border around the eyes to just bring even more attention to them. And then after that, I stopped it midway through because I was satisfied with it and I didn't want to waste the time stitching the outer border. And then I ended up with the final Got Them Shrimp Eyes patch. This was also on my new cotton twill fabric, which I am very much enjoying. It's very nice to stitch on. It doesn't really bunch at all. And yeah, so that's the progress. Literally got shrimp eyes making this, but it was fun to do. And I do the hard work so that you guys don't have to.
And now there's a muskrat left. Can you just pet? Is that Bernie behind us on the thing still? Yeah. You can pet him if you want.
Oh, really? You approve it?
Uh-huh. Yeah. I meant like him. There's some funny comments I just want to look at. This one, Patsy said, I can just picture a retrospective of Chris's patches at the Guggenheim all the way up the spiral. And then Imposter Steve said, you all should know that Imposter Wife is outside on the porch rescuing baby frogs who have come inside during the rain. She's a saint. Aww, that is so sweet. And yeah, Pam said that too. Oh, Oriole is up here now. Oh, poor toads. I wondered if Eliza's mom had made up this craziness, but Shrimp Eyes is on Urban Dictionary.
Stop it.
Stop. Because that Cleo needs credit for this. This was 30 years ago.
That's crazy. Your brother probably put that in Urban Dictionary.
Probably. Oh my God.
Paul, in the entry on Urban Dictionary, who's credited for the entry? Because it's probably Eliza's brother.
Those messed up patches are gold. Oh my God, that's so funny.
The one, I mean, the one that really made me laugh was the one where I used the variable thread with the red and the white, because in my mind, I thought it was going to come out great. And I was like, oh my God, I'm going to save myself a switch of a thread. It's going to look fantastic. And I let it run. And then I came back and looked at the machine. And after I looked at the machine, I was like, oh God, that looks awful. And for all the wrong reasons.
Disney Deb said Oriole followed his best friend. Melts my heart. And Imposter Wife said it's my new daily task, frog rescuer. And Paul said it says for the Urban Dictionary comment, quote, buy full shrimp. September 15, 2019. Holy moly.
We need to ask your brother if he put that entry in, because I legit wouldn't be surprised.
I don't think he would like have the gumption to go through with putting that in there, though.
I think he would.
Like, I think he would, but I think he would have told us so that we can make it a thing. Someone's usurped shrimp eyes from us. Speaking of shrimp eyes, I have shrimp eyes today because this was like my second day of like nothing to do. And so I beat Final Fantasy VII Remake, which is phenomenal. I recommend you play. And then there was a DLC for it that I also played and beat. Also phenomenal. You should play it. And then I started playing Ratchet and Clank again because I want to platinum it. So that was my day today. It's been busy.
I mean, that's your summer vacation.
Yeah, but like I
feel like you become a shrimp over summer vacation.
I do, but I did an awesome Spice Girls Peloton ride, and I legitimately thought that Leanne from here was who I was riding against at one point on my friends list. But then I didn't, Leanne. But then I didn't realize that it was not that Leanne. Like this Leanne was someone we met from
Well,
What,
we met
Muskrat
her.
Nation?
Yeah, from Muskrat Nation, but she was at a Peloton ride with that Elias and I took in the city with Cody years ago, and we both followed
No,
her.
that's not who that is.
Her name is actually Eileen, and her leaderboard
Who
name.
is Mom Timeout then?
Oh, I don't know who that is.
Oh, okay. Well, anyway, I legitimately thought that it was Leanne, and me and Leanne.
I mean, there's only one Leanne, though.
We were fighting for the top spot in the leaderboard amongst the friends, and I was motivated, completely motivated. And then because Leanne was consistently, we were both right, like neck and neck, neck at neck and neck.
No, neck and neck.
And so then I messaged Leanne afterwards, and I'm like, "Oh, great job on the ride." And she's like, "What ride?" And I'm like, "What? Who did I ride against?" So,
did the Peloton instructor give a shout out about my?
Thanks, Lil Red.
Oh, thanks, Lil Red.
For what?
For my drag performance of Wannabe in
this was a
grade.
Spice Girls ride, and the instructor Leanne Hainsby was like, I know that each and every one of us has a Spice Girl inside of us, and I was like, Chris was a Spice Girl, and she was like, send me all your pictures and everything that you have of yourself dressed up.
Except
so
I don't remember which one I was. That's the problem. Do you think if I texted those friends or messaged them on Facebook that they would remember?
They would probably think it's a hack because you definitely don't use Facebook, and they'd be like, who is this person who's pretending to be Chris? The other thing I should say is you should ask your mom.
She's not going to remember.
She will remember. Moms remember a whole lot of things.
Oh, she was probably like, I probably didn't even tell her. I probably was like downstairs putting makeup on and like doing my hair and like had girls over. And then I like went to I was like, okay, I'm going to the dance. And she didn't even know. I think actually we did the makeup in the gym.
Can you turn your chair? There's a lot of action going on behind you.
Holy moly, there's cats everywhere.
There's Cheddar up at the top, then Bernie in the second one down, and then Oriole all the way at the bottom.
Down here.
There is a lot going on.
Oh my god!
Wow.
If you guys ever need to catch cats, just start an Insta or a Twitch channel and put some cat trees behind.
On the third floor of the house where it's really hot, obviously. Where has Chris been for the past few years? Holy moly, there's cats everywhere. Okay, I would like to get to wine o'clock because I want some wine.
Okay, what is you picked the wine today. I mean, you're my little servant over winter or summer break, and I'm here for it. I like having you home all the time so that you can do all the chores.
So are you saying that I'd be a really good house husband? Because I'm here for it.
I like having you home.
Leanne, I am going to do Cody Spice Girls boot camp on Friday. So my plan for Friday is that I am going to wake up. I'm going to do the boot camp with Danielle. And if you're doing it, we'll do it together. Then I'm going to leave to go into the city to go into the Nintendo store to pick up a bunch of Zelda things that are coming out on Friday, and I'm thrilled. And then we're streaming. So that's my plan for Friday.
And in between, you'll do all my errands for me.
Yes. I don't know. I was going to ask you, Chris, where you think parking is best for that kind of situation. Is it like I'm attempting street parking, or am I going to do a thing where I park in, they open at 11 Nintendo store. So I was thinking of getting there at like 10-ish, 10:30.
I think it's like during the week.
Yeah. Can you do one of your magic things where I pay for parking for like $5?
Yeah, I'll look and see.
All right. Yeah, there's a Nintendo store. There's only 2 Nintendo stores in the whole world. One of them is in New York City on 58th Street, and one of them is in Tokyo. And it's a full-fledged, like Paul, like as if it was an Apple store, that scenario, but there's literally only 2 of them. And there are 3 things that are coming out that day that I really hope that I get to get. One of them is Zelda Skyward Sword. The other one is the new Joy-Cons that are for Skyward Sword. And the third one is the amiibo that's for Skyward Sword. And all 3 of these things are really weirdly like not for order anywhere else. So I'm hoping that the Nintendo store.
Wait, why
them.
would Skyward Sword not be available? That's just a game.
No, that should be fine.
So what are you saying? What's the first one?
Skyward. I'm just saying that the things I'm going to pick up are Skyward Sword, the Joy-Cons, and the amiibo. The amiibo is the most important one for me because there's like a gameplay element from. Thanks, Jody.
Oh, thanks, Jody.
From the amiibo, like something happens in the game that can't be done outside of the game. Outside of the amiibo is what I meant to say. So,
Okay.
thanks, Lil Red. The show's to Trevor. The show's great. You'll love it. Just wait till you see the badges Chris makes. They're so great. Can you show it real quick?
Thanks, Aaron. That's so sweet. Look at these patches. This is a patch from an earlier stream that we talked about called Shrimp Eyes. And it's like when you're super focused on something for hours and hours on end, you get shrimp eyes. And so
Which look exactly like that.
Patch that you can stick on anywhere. We'll send it out for free. We're going to run a raffle for it later on this stream.
Heidi, I do think it's going to be really busy as well. I don't think 30 minutes. I'm not sure what you meant to finish there, but I don't think that 30 minutes will be enough for sure. Like, I think there's going to be a line for sure.
On a Friday, though, in the middle of the day, you think?
Disney Depp said, "Are these high demand items? Will people be lining up?" The game is not high demand because you can even download it for, if you want to. The Joy-Cons maybe a little bit demand, but the amiibo, those are made as like they print them. What are some things that have like a first print edition and so on and so forth,
Like my patches.
Yeah. So like they'll print a certain amount that they think are good enough for the world, but people are amiibo collectors, myself included, and they are really hard to come by if you miss the first round of them. It's not quite a limited run. They exist still. It's just that the inventory really, really drops significantly. And so I'm nervous that I'm not going to be able to get it.
Oh my
And
God,
also, I just think it'll be
Oriole,
fun.
look at him.
Where's Oriole?
He's just sitting here waiting for a bed to open up.
This is remarkable. I just want to take a quick little selfie with me and Chris and all the kitties. Look, Chris.
So
Okay.
cute.
Like animation stills, right? Yeah, sort of, kind of. And then if they wanted to make them again, they have to literally print them again. So,
Yeah, it's like when I have to hoop the fabric and then change the thread and everything.
Exactly
it's like a whole
that.
process.
there is a language lesson that is redeemed, and oops.
Wait,
and-
why don't we do 1 o'clock and then we can come back to the language?
Yeah,
lesson?
sure. I'm gonna just get rid of some of these things here. Go ahead, Chris. Oh, we're like
Oh,
preemptive.
we're just going to keep transitioning.
Leon really wants to buy this unicorn for us.
Oh my God.
Have you seen it?
Yeah, I
It's
have
so
seen
funny.
it, but where are we going to put it? We have so many cat houses.
Okay, so this segment is called Wine O'Clock. We are going to be trying out this wine called the Yulupa, Yulupa. There were a couple of reasons why I picked this wine. So, as you know from the past, when I walk into the wine store, there's a variety of of ways in which I feel drawn to a wine. One of them I've talked about is like the Donnie Darko, like destiny stream that guides me right to the wine. Other times it's the label.
You know that's not a thing, right?
Really, Chris? Really?
Smorial or some... Who is
What?
it? I think Smorial... Oh my God, Smorial
What are you-
is taking over the Muskrat Cam. Look at him.
Oh my God. The Muskrat Cam?
Yeah, look at him. I think he's moving it.
Oh my God, I'm dead.
Oriole, what are you
Bye,
doing?
Leanne.
Bye, Leanne.
So this wine was a couple of different things that I was looking for. 14.5%. And I wanted a cheap wine because I'm just curious to try a cheaper wine and see where it falls into like all of our other wines.
But like, what's a cheap wine? Because I think you can get like, what's the cheapest wine that you can get?
I saw like $7.99.
Yeah.
This one was $9.99. So it's like definitely on the cheap side.
Okay.
Comparatively to like 17, 20, 25, all of those other ones that
Yeah,
we've
like
talked about.
15 to 20 is kind of our
Yeah.
ballpark.